a special Kelly File, face-to-face with the candidates. I'm Megyn Kelly. We are coming to you tonight live from the battleground state of Florida, where in less than 1 week, Republican voters here and in 4 other states will cast their ballots in what some are calling Super Tuesday 2. We're here at a stadium in Hialeah, Florida, and I'm joined on the stage with Senator Marco Rubio. Tonight's broadcast is part of our Fox News primetime lineup of town halls with the last 4 standing GOP candidates. Greta Van Susteren interviewed Ohio Governor John Kasich earlier this evening. I interviewed Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Sean Hannity spoke with frontrunner Donald Trump. And now I'm here with Florida Senator Marco Rubio. Senator Rubio, thanks so much for doing this.
Welcome to Hialeah, Florida.
It's great to be here. So it's very windy out here, so we have our stick mics so you guys can hear us and the folks at home can. I want to talk to you about what happened last night, because it was a tough night for your campaign. It's been a tough week for your campaign, and the big question on a lot of people's minds today is, are you preparing to drop out?
No. You know, what's funny about that, I don't know what's happened in this campaign. Every week someone else is supposed to be dropping out. I am not dropping out. I'm fighting all the way through, and we're going to win Florida. We're going to win Florida.
Now, the latest polls show that you're not winning in Florida. So there was a Fox News poll that was just released tonight that shows Donald Trump has a 23-point lead. There was a Quinnipiac poll that shows he's more than doubling you, 45 for him, 22 for you. CNN, same thing. He's got a 16-point lead over you. So how can you win here?
Well, first of all, those polls are not accurate. And I'm telling you that from the understanding we have of the state. And number 2, it would be irrelevant. The fact of the matter is the only poll that counts is the one they're going to take on Tuesday when they count the votes that these people are going to cast. And we're going to win in Florida. And we're going to work hard every day as we have leading up to this campaign. Look, you mentioned last night and the other day, our primary focus has been on Florida now for the last 8 to 10 days. And the reason why is, if you look at the delegate map, it makes all the sense in the world. Florida is going to award 99 delegates to one person, the winner in Florida. Even if you win by 1 vote, you take all 99 of those delegates. So you look at a state with that many delegates all at once, a place where I'm from, a place where we have a great campaign team. That's what we're focusing on right now. We win Florida on Tuesday, and this election changes completely, and it gives us the momentum we need to go forward and win the nomination.
There was a report today, confirmed by the Bush team, that Jeb Bush was meeting with you today and that he's meeting with Governor Kasich, and he's going to meet with Ted Cruz as well, all of the non-Trump Republican candidates, basically. Did you meet with Governor Bush today?
And not only did I meet with him, I've talked to him several times since the end of the campaign, and he's my friend. We'll always be friends. Even in the time that he was in the race, I never said anything negative about him. I have tremendous respect and admiration for him. I don't discuss private conversations, of course, but let me just say I think he's a phenomenal person, probably the greatest governor in Florida's history, Jeb Bush.
Now, we all know that Jeb Bush does not want Donald Trump to win this Republican nomination.
Well, he's not alone.
He's made that very clear.
I think most Republicans don't want Donald Trump to win the nomination.
Do you think, can I just ask you, without revealing the substance of the conversation, whether it was a strategy meeting or whether it was about the possibility of an endorsement?
No, look, I'd love to have his support. I don't know if he's even going to support anyone, and I wouldn't be presumptuous to say it would be me. But it was a meeting about the way 2 people that have known each other for 20 years would meet and talk. And I've known him for that long, and it's beyond that. You know, I don't want to go into the details of any personal conversations. There's nothing mysterious. I just don't think it's good policy to discuss personal conversations in front of, 5 million people tonight.
What do you mean? It's just the 2 of us here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the big rumor that's out there, and some of the folks here were wondering about this too, is the possibility of a so-called unity ticket between you and Ted Cruz. Those who see you and Cruz splitting the vote, the 2 of you together could possibly surpass Donald Trump in a lot of these states if you joined, is the belief by many. Is that a possibility?
Well, look, I think that's the kind of drama that makes it interesting in TV to speculate about. Those kinds of things very rarely work. I can just tell you I'm a candidate for president. I'm going to be on the ballot on Tuesday here in Florida. I'm going to campaign hard through Tuesday here in Florida. I'm focused on being the president of the United States. And that's my goal, and I think that's Ted's goal, too. And, at some point, we're all going to team up. We're all going to be on the same team, I hope. And I honestly don't believe Donald Trump's going to be the nominee. I continue to believe it's going to be me, and it's going to have to start here in Florida. And that's what I'm focused on. I haven't talked to anybody about that. I'm not interested in that. I'm running for president. I'm focused 100% on Florida. Our goal is to win here on Tuesday night, and that's the only thing I'm talking about.
So just to follow up, the reports, because now there's been one from CNN, there's been one from CBS, and there's been one from Fox Business suggesting that you have had discussions with people on your team about dropping out of this race before Florida, and possibly even talking to the Cruz camp.
That is 100% categorically false. I have never discussed dropping out with anyone on my team or anyone on the planet Earth. It is not going, or anyone on any planet for that matter. I am not dropping out of this race. We're going to be in this race through. We're going to fight this thing through Tuesday. We're going to win Florida, and we're going to go on.
Do you feel like some in the media or aligned with other camps are trying to force you out, or trying to bully you out of the race?
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. Look, every time that someone has a disappointing couple days on the campaign trail, there's been a rumor, oh, so-and-so's dropping out, or, you know, they did it to Ben Carson in Iowa, or, you know, so-and-so is talking about this or that. These people just make things up today, and they go to the media, and they say it, and it gets reported because everyone wants to be first, and if it isn't true, they move on and pretend that they never reported it. It's categorically false. I am going to fight here in Florida 100% between now and Tuesday evening. I believe that fight is going to lead us to victory here.
Now, what if you don't win Florida? Then how does the calculation change?
I would say a couple things. Obviously, it won't be a good night if we don't win Florida. And the second thing I would say is this campaign is always going to come down to this. Megan, even if I had won 5 states last night or 3 states a week ago, I'd still have to win Florida. And I think the nominee has to win Florida. You can't be the Republican nominee if you don't win Florida, and I am going to do everything I can to win this state. These people here in the state have never given up on me. I am not going to give up on them.
What did you think when you saw Ted Cruz come down here, sort of late in the game, and set up offices in Florida? Does he have any chance here?
Well, I would tell you that the only real campaign apparatus in Florida is ours. But I would add this. Let's suppose someone likes Ted Cruz or John Kasich for that matter. A vote for them is a vote for Trump, because I'm the only one that can beat Donald Trump in Florida. And so even if you like John Kasich or Ted Cruz, if you don't want Donald Trump to win Florida, you have to vote for me. I am the only one that has a reasonable chance of even beating him.